So it looks like Wareham has 3 people who aren't playing. And Westport has 1 person who's not playing. As soon as a single court is opened, then they can play, but it's not for the tournament.
Okay.
So I guess the opening is, until the Wareham commentator comes over, is welcome to South Coast Sports. Tonight's matchup is Westport High School versus, Wareham High School versus Westport High School. This is our first tennis game of the year, but this is not their first tennis game of the year.
Right.
Wareham, to my knowledge, has a winning season, and we will be watching the first singles court, and it should be Brooklyn Bindas, who is a senior for Wareham, and against a Westport player. We'll try to do the best we can with scoring, but that's what the Wareham person will be. So I'll be leaving shortly, and we'll have an introduction.
Yep.
They don't know how to open the door. Put on body spray and just went. Looks like just warm up.
Yeah.
Just come sit down.
Hello.
And you're gonna put this on your hood. And you just talk.
Yeah, you can adjust
and you
that
should
too.
hear Jordan in
Yes.
your head. You won't hear Nico, but Nico will
I hear you too.
in her head.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you want to, the way the color commentators do it for the professionals, they only talk when the point is over.
What'd you say?
You talk when the point is over.
Got it.
Got it? Well, during the point, you stay quiet.
So all I say is like good point for Wareham or good point for Westport, whatever.
Or whatever you feel like saying. You can even say, wow!
All right.
If Brooklyn hits a great shot, you can say, wow, that was a great shot.
All right. Should I say their names?
Sure,
Yes.
absolutely.
I don't know their names though.
That's okay. Westport. Just call them Westport. When
All
I
right.
officiate college coaches, it's always the college name. I don't know the guy's name or the girl's name.
All right.
But yes.
But you also want to say your name when you put your headset back on, so that they know who's commentating.
I say my name.
Yeah.
Yeah, introduce
Take credit
yourself.
for your insightful
Oh jeez.
comments.
All right. Did I put them on yet? Since they're not started yet.
You can.
All right.
very limited tennis knowledge, so you'll be guiding me as well today. So no pressure.
Right? Okay. Watch this. She told me if the match started at 1:30, she couldn't play all the time. Yeah.
Here, sorry.
Your call. And Eva can't play either. So it's not going to be that much fun. But we'd love to have her. I forgot to tell you. Have fun with it. Seriously. Have fun with it.
Don't be nervous. We've never done this before.
Yeah, we haven't.
You'll make mistakes. It's okay.
All right.
We all will.
Jordan actually knows nothing about tennis except for what she read 10 minutes ago.
Yes.
So you're already an expert.
You know what the definition of an expert is? Someone who knows this much more than everybody else in the room. That's you now.
All right.
Even if you know this much more, I'm here. You're here.
I'm going to go to the car and grab my drinks.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely know a lot more about the obviously the structure and everything than I do. So it'll be interesting. Like if you want to explain it along the way, I don't think that's a terrible idea. But do what you want.
It's really confusing.
Do what you want.
Like explain it to you.
I mean, you can talk on the headset and you can explain it while it's going on as well. I don't think that would be bad for the viewers either. But whatever you feel comfortable doing.
He only hears it, right? It doesn't like go out loud, right? Or does it?
No, nobody will hear it except for Nico.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk loud, obviously, right?
No, like if you can hear yourself when you're talking, like when you have the headset on, so I mean, you know how it'll be, and you can hear me as well. So
Yeah. They're starting.
okay.
Just Brooklyn, though.
That's a match we'll be mainly focusing on. So
What'd you say?
that'll be the match we're focusing on mainly. So
I think,
Okay.
at least.
yes, just Brooklyn.
Oh, never mind. They're just serving. They're
Okay.
practicing.
Okay.
they're starting.
Okay.
My coach said not to talk, like, for me to not talk until the points are over. But, like, how much do you know? Because I don't want to, like...
Not very much. So.
Well, okay, so obviously, like, you serve, and then you kind of just, like, will hit back towards to somebody that hits it out or misses or something. So until someone, like, hits it out or misses, then you don't talk. Oh, well, yeah, that's
Okay.
because he said to just be quiet. So, I don't know why. That's what he just said.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so she just got a point.
Brooklyn?
Yes.
Okay. So this match is Brooklyn versus Westport. So let folks at home know.
Good point for Brooklyn.
Okay. So does that result in a point for Westport?
No, because she gets 2 chances to serve.
Okay.
Nice point.
So score 40 love, or am I mistaken?
Yeah, so she gets the actual point now because she got all 40.
Okay.
And now they're switching sides because it's an odd score.
Okay. And explain to me, so that would be one game is finished out of the sets? Because it's 3 sets in a game, yeah?
It's
Or no?
first one to get to 2.
Okay.
But that's not a set yet. That's just a point for the game.
Okay.
It's kind of confusing.
Mm-hmm.
So since she missed both her serves on that side, Brooklyn gets a point.
Okay.
And Brooklyn just got another point.
And I heard that Brooklyn is undefeated this season.
Yes.
Amazing for her.
She's very good. Brooklyn just got another point, so now she's at 2, but she stays on the same side because it's an even score.
Okay. How many times have you all played Westport this season?
This is our second time.
Okay. you say that the teams are well evenly matched?
What?
Would you say that the teams are well evenly matched?
Yeah.
As a player on the tennis team, do you find it more nerve-wracking to be the one serving or receiving the ball?
It kind of depends, because if you know the opponent, like Brooklyn's really good at serving, so if I was going against her, I'd be really scared to be receiving. But if I was her, I feel like I'd be more nervous serving, because like receiving is just hard if the serve's really hard, but some people don't hit really like hard serves, so it's easy to receive those.
Depends on control level, I guess.
Yeah. And just how strong you are with your serves. Like, I'm not that strong with my serves yet. So now since it's odd, they switch sides.
Okay. Tell me about the direction of the serve. So I've noticed that the players tend to go diagonal. Is that typically what's
Yeah, you see how
necessary?
there's like the boxes right there?
Right?
The two boxes?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, in a solo, there's like doubles and singles games. In a singles game, you have to, not for just serves, for everything, you see how there's like little boxes on the side, like the two long boxes?
Left and right.
Yeah. Those you can only use for doubles because it's a smaller court for singles, but for serves, you have to hit it in the two small boxes, like the ones in the middle. You can't hit it in the back one, you have to hit it in the front one, and you have to hit it diagonally. So if you're there, you have to hit it in the one over there. And then if you're on like the left, you have to hit it in the red box. Yeah, so it always has to be diagonal.
So what happens if it doesn't end up being diagonal?
Then the serve is just out, or if it's too far or something, then the serve is out. And then then you get another chance to serve, you get two serves, and then if both of them are out, then the other person gets a point.
Interesting.
Yeah. serve.
It's very obvious to me that Brooklyn has developed a sense of confidence within her play.
Yes.
She knows she's good.
It's a nice slice.
And are there any sort of techniques that make for a good serve, or passing it back and forth?
People kind of make their own techniques, but there's certain like swings and certain ways you can just hit the ball, or like different ways to hold the racket.
What do you typically do?
I hold my racket. This is what my coach taught me. This is only my first year doing tennis, but this is what he taught me to hold the racket face down, so then the ball won't go up; it will go like down, or like better, so it's harder to hit or receive.
That makes sense.
Yes.
That was a nice back and forth.
Yes.
Would you say this is the ideal tennis weather? Too windy today, or what do you think?
A little windy. It's not bad.
What is the ideal weather for a tennis match? Just sunny and no wind?
Yeah.
intermission between games right now?
It's like only like 30 seconds. They're
Okay.
already back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since she has a set, it's like you have a little bit of a water break.
Right.
When she does a thing with her finger, that means that the ball's out. When she goes like that just means out.
Mm-hmm.
Good serve.
It's a very quiet game, but it's also very fierce. You can tell just looking at their eyes. You can see that they're both very locked in.
Yeah. That's good.
In such a quiet sport, how does it? I mean, it must feel so intense and competitive.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Because I wonder if because there's so much, I don't want to say pressure on you, because when you're playing singles, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel more at ease playing singles than doubles, or is it more pressure, less pressure?
I've only played singles once for
Mhm.
exhibition, so it wasn't a match that counted. But I think I liked it more, but I feel like it was definitely more hard because there was more court to clear, and I feel like there was a lot more pressure. For doubles, the only thing is that there's kind of a lot of pressure because the other person, you're kind of relying on each other.
Right.
So I feel like both are kind of the same because either you're relying on yourself or you're relying on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang, that was good. Good hit. Open. Is this the only match we're doing? Just hers? When hers is over, are we done? Or are we doing the other ones too for like Julia and Stony?
That's a great question. I think we're doing all of them, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It might be just this one. I know Brooklyn typically finishes up quicker
Yes.
than the other folks, yeah.
Definitely, yes. She always is the first to finish.
Mm-hmm. Looking at the cloud over us, and I'm like, oh, I hope it doesn't, I don't think it'll rain, but I know that would be disastrous for tennis.
Yeah, definitely. Concise.
And I know you think about arm strength a lot, but I'm sure footwork is just as important.
Yeah. Definitely, you have to be fast. You have to be able to move your feet very quickly.
So on to the next game.
Yes.
So I'm noticing occasionally they'll use both hands with the racket, and occasionally they'll use one hand. Obviously, it would depend on how they're going to hit the ball, whichever makes more sense in that moment. Is typically, or is it more so use one hand rather than two?
Some people only ever use one hand, but for backhands, like when you're holding it like this instead of like this, it's a lot harder to hit, so people usually hit it with two hands.
Okay.
And for forehands, people usually just use one, but you can use both or one, it doesn't really matter. It's gonna go a little cold.
Yes. I think the wind picked up.
Yes, definitely.
Which I'm sure the tennis players, I'm sure they notice a little, but
Yeah,
running around, you get all warm.
yeah, and sometimes balls will roll all around the court, or if they're on the ground, obviously, and it sometimes takes the ball, the wind sometimes takes the ball, especially with serves.
Yeah.
That gets really annoying.
You can hear the crowd from the softball game that's being played right now, which is also being taped by WCTV.
That's nice.
So hopefully the girls are doing well over there as well.
Yes, hopefully.
How far outside of that back edge line can they go when receiving the ball?
What do you mean?
You see how she's so far back from that back line?
Oh, it doesn't really matter where you go.
No?
You can go as far as you want, yeah.
Cool. Guess as long as the ball's in, it's good.
Yep, basically.
Doesn't matter if they're in or out.
She only needs one more point to win.
Okay. Looking at the scores on the other courts, those look pretty good too.
Julia's opponent got the first set, but Stony got her first set.
Great.
Yes.
So it's looking good for all three games so far.
Yeah, Julia could come back.
Mm-hmm.
Stony looks like she's doing very good.
Mm-hmm.
And Julia got her first point for the second set, so she could come back definitely.
Awesome.
Brooke on her game. That's very good.
Awesome.
Do you know if we're continuing?
I believe so.
All right.
Right, Brooklyn won her match. She remains undefeated. So, continuing her amazing season so far. We're here at South Coast Sports, and we appreciate everybody tuning in to the girls' tennis team. I'm Jordan Vermilia,
Leah Parmelo.
and thank you for watching.